Beauty. Joyfully, on open studio day, I watched my guests wandering through my space, admiring my latest creations. Human figures assembled from woodblocks. I'd hung them from a rafter so they might swing, animated gently by the breeze that blows in from the sea through my floor-length French windows. They look quite alive, their wide eyes turned toward the water as if searching the horizon for a sail. On the sheetrock walls, I mounted framed prints I'd made from their intimate body parts, the engraved lines like living muscle. A visitor knocked into one, and untethering it from its nail, sent it crashing to the ground where an arm shattered. The blood drained from her face. She stared at me, but said nothing. I laughed and assured her some accidents are unavoidable. While it hurts to see my work demolished, I know I must accept it. After all, it is the hand of fate, the Tao. I could charge double for the remaining figure, or donate it to the library fund. The visitor apologized then, and to comfort her, I brought her to the house and into my bedroom. A drab affair, sparsely decorated, painted off-white, to show it is merely a space for the body at rest. The center of my world is my evanescent studio. I was lacing my boots when I remarked a small spider squeeze out of a tiny crack in the baseboard. I hesitated to kill it. I strongly believe it's wrong to take a life. That is why I practice veganism and wear plastic shoes. While I watched in awe, admiring the infinite beauty of natural form, a larger spider came through the wall behind the smaller one. I assumed they were mother and daughter. A mistake, I realized, when the latecomer swelled to 2 or 3 times its size before dropping upon the younger and consuming it. Perhaps it was the child. Many species consume their offspring. Great nature has always possessed my soul. Every inspiration derives from it. However, I could not allow that strange, carnivorous arachnid to roam free, not in the same room in which I must sleep. So, heavy-hearted, I resolved to take an artist book and bash it to death. I brought the book down again and again, hammering it against the wooden floor until I should have squashed it into paste. But the wiry spider remained intact. Extraordinary, given its slenderness. It stood upright, straightened its flat, crinkled legs, and flexed its torso, now resembling a small but priceless Christmas ornament. I could only gape, dumbfounded as it swooned and collapsed and underwent its death throes. I watched its body turn into a carmine powder. I watched its head turn into a death's head. Oh, the beautiful changes. Paradise, paradise. I reached for my camera to take photographs for a family of new figures I would make from red algae and spun glass. But suddenly feeling dull, I lost the thread. Why did I need to make people or snap pictures? I fell back on the floor, overcome by a need to be unconscious. I smiled up at my poor, destructive guest, who, shifting slightly on her toes, rose wondrously toward the ceiling of my room, her voluptuous body borne upward by fine filaments that glowed inwardly. Then, growing as I gazed on, enchanted, her enormous bulk slowly descended, like a dancer, until none of the light or the room remained.